Your biggest problem is your lizard brain. You're probably not going to believe me, but I don't even hear mine anymore. I can't even tell you the last time that I heard the voice in my head trying to give me an excuse to not go to the gym. I can't remember the last time where my lizard brain tried to convince me to play video games, to watch porn, to waste time. Life is amazing when you destroy your lizard brain. Everything that you want in your self-improvement benefits from overcoming your lizard brain. So I'm going to teach you exactly how I've done it. Let's cover some sciencey shit first, because understanding this is half the battle. The lizard brain is the amygdala. The amygdala is one of the oldest parts of our brain. The amygdala is the reason why we are alive today. It is the reason why humans are still in existence, because that was the part of our brain that allowed us to overcome the saber-toothed tiger that attacked the tribe. We were given the fight or flight message by the amygdala. It kept us safe. It is an amazing, strong part of our brain, but it's not as strong as the modern day addictions. The software developers and the food companies, they know exactly how your amygdala works, and so they're gonna manipulate that. Have you ever felt FOMO? Fear of missing out. That is your amygdala lighting up. Fear of missing out pretty much always means in terms of social experiences, and it's especially experienced in people who quit social media. They want you to feel like that. They want your amygdala to give you that feeling of FOMO. That is the feeling that kept people alive, because if you felt that fear of missing out, there was a chance that you would be banished from the tribe, that the tribe might leave without you. That is what kept people alive. Again, the software developers know that. They've done everything in their power to make sure that you feel that FOMO before you quit social media. Just know that most of your problems right now comes from your amygdala either being manipulated by the modern day society that we've got, or just in general with your amygdala lighting up when it's not supposed to. This is also how anxiety works. Anxiety is just when your amygdala is overactive. The amygdala is countered by the prefrontal cortex. This PFC, this is the newest part of our brain, the most evolved part of our brain. This is what makes humans humans. If you can remember your goals, if you can remember the law of the country that you're in, if you can remember that it's bad to steal, to punch someone, that's your PFC. And what we want in every endeavor that we're trying to get, we want our PFC to be as active as possible, because that is what reminds us of our goals. You can probably remember some times right now where you had an internal battle. The words in your mind were fighting each other. One side was telling you to do a bad activity, to eat the junk food. And the other side was saying, no, but if I eat it, I'll feel guilty, and I don't want to eat it because I've already broken my diet once this week. This clash is the amygdala fighting the PFC. You can literally hear the different sides of your brain arguing, and that's a good thing. That is at least you having a decent level of awareness. So if you felt this before, you're already halfway to curing yourself. Let me tell you my personal transformation story so you can better understand this. What was life like for me, let's say a year or two ago? I definitely, although I didn't have any kind of brain scans, I had at least the symptoms of someone who has an overactive amygdala. I had major anxiety. I genuinely believed that I was in danger every single day. No, that is me literally sugarcoating it. I believed that I was in danger every few seconds. Every few seconds, a thought would pop into my head. That guy over there might stab you. That guy over there might run behind you and put you into a chokehold. Don't step on that, it might break. Scary shit. Do you think I was focused during this time? Do you think I was mindful and grateful of the moments? Do you think I was thinking about my goals? No. I was thinking about skipping the gym, because on the way to the gym, there might be a group of guys who try to stab me. So I missed the gym. I missed the gym quite a lot. Now, I have always had a binge eating disorder. For as long as I can remember, I have overate even when I am sickly full, to the point that my stomach genuinely is painful with how much it's been pressed, and I feel sick and disgusted by myself, but I'd continue. I can now describe this as the feeling of needing to eat to counter the thoughts of the amygdala. It's kind of hard to explain, and I know that someone in this position would be able to relate. If you've got a binge eating disorder, you'll know exactly what I mean. It feels like there's a part of your brain that you have to satisfy, and only when it's satisfied do you move into the PFC, in which then you're just left with the guilt and disappointment of forgetting about your goals. Another reason why I believe I've always had a overactive amygdala is because I am prone to addiction. I am prone to overdoing any kind of substance, including drugs, including video games. I found that when I get into something and I seem to enjoy it, I do it until I can't do it anymore. The drugs that I took, I was doing them every day, including ones that you wouldn't even believe that people were doing every day. Like MDMA is reasonable to take, let's say 3-4 times a year. I was doing it twice a week. Weed, obviously a lot of people smoke weed, but I was smoking weed not just every day, but all day. I was waking up, smoking it, and smoking until it was bedtime. Pretty much every day. I felt powerless and constantly anxious about this. That I felt anxious until I had that thing that cured the thought of the amygdala. It's truly been such a detriment in my life, and now that I'm at this stage of overcoming the lizard brain, I look back and I get quite sad, because to cure this problem, all it really took was 2 steps of education and just doing some practical steps that I'm going to tell you. If I watched this video 10 years ago, my life would have been very, very different. Of course, you know, I can say I'm grateful for this stuff now, so it doesn't really count, because obviously the worst things that have happened to me, that, you know, the addictions and all this shit, is why I'm here today. So I'm grateful for it, but at least if you're watching this and you're currently trying to quit weed, if you're watching this and you keep binge eating, if you keep going on to video games or all the addictions that you've got, if you feel like that lizard brain, the amygdala, is just fucking your life, I hope to give you that value that will change that.